If you're thinking of visiting Zanzibar, and why not, it's a fabulous country, you might be thinking, eating, food, what is there? How do I do it? Where do I go? Well, here's a pretty long film about eating in Zanzibar, and we will reveal our top 3, maybe 4 restaurants and places to eat.
Oh, it's tuna. This is all fresh caught fish, fresh today.
This is the fish market in Stone Town, but restaurants have their own deal with local fishermen who bring it straight from the sea onto your plate. We'll reveal our top restaurants and the top cocktail places, because this is Zanzibar.
If you want to eat typical Swahili cuisine, one of the recommendations is Lukmaan's, which is right by the Anglican church. And as you can see, the mosque is there in the background, so easy to find on the main street.
A more commercial look at food is the Cape Town Fish Market, which is a restaurant on stilts just off the shore of Stone Town. It's actually very beautifully lit. It's a lovely restaurant. Service is great. The food is definitely okay, but we do beat it, so it didn't make our top 3. That's their special. Wait till you see someone else's special. We didn't get to the floating restaurant, which is just out here, but that's the boat that will ferry you across. Here is the nightlife of Stone Town, which you cannot not see if you're there. It is spectacular. But we were advised not to eat there because our European stomachs might find it a bit of a challenge. So we didn't actually eat in the evening market, but you can't help take it in as you walk around. Our favourite restaurant was just steps away. So from our travel all over Zanzibar, we have picked 3 restaurants that are our favourites. And they might catch you up because you might not be expecting them, but then you probably haven't travelled all over Zanzibar. And we did. Stone Town, West Coast, East Coast, North.
So we're in the Kulinarium, which is the gourmet restaurant. Happily, we don't have a juicy appetizer, that's automatic. We're having plantain for our starters.
This is the plantain soup.
And we're having baby lobsters for our main, and we haven't chosen our dessert yet.
So you've had quite a few meals here now in Zanzibar. Which is your best meal?
My favourite was in a restaurant called Out of Africa.
I agree.
Which we discovered by accident because they were playing great music. They had a singer and he was singing some Ed Sheeran songs, so we went up there to listen, and then we went back and had an absolutely beautiful meal in there.
Downstairs, there is a shop, a coffee bar with a lounge area, and the restaurant itself is up the stairs. And on 2 different nights, they had 2 very different types of music. I had the tuna, and Jean had a vegetarian red curry. Excellent food. Stone Town is a must. Definitely 2 days. We spent 3 nights there and had a great time.
This is our hotel. It's lovely. It's the Spice Tree by Marriott in Stone Town.
Upstairs is the Tarab restaurant, which we only used for breakfast, but they do serve evening meals and have great reviews.
And it's just around the corner from where Freddie Mercury was born.
Out of Africa, number 1.
Number 1.
Second best favourite.
Second best was the Archipelago, which my friend Dawn recommended to me because she has a place out here, and it did not disappoint. You can't drink alcohol there, but the food was amazing.
It was next to the beach house, and it was definitely great food, no alcohol.
This is someone's garden in a very small building. Take mozzie spray. It's dark. It's a very intimate little garden. The food is incredibly wonderful. We didn't film it, sadly, but it's just local food, and you won't believe the bill. We just thought this is as much as a tip. that you would give in some restaurants.
Third favourite?
Third favourite was the Rock.
In the Indian Ocean, reached only by boat when the tide is high, although you can wade out to it when the tide is low. It's a restaurant unlike anywhere else in the world. If you're not staying on this coast, the Rock's a long way to go, so you may plan a stay there or work out what else you can do during the day, like visit the butterflies on the way.
Third was the Rock, I agree.
The Rock was amazing experience. Amazing experience, and I loved the whole evening. So we've come to the Rock restaurant in Zanzibar. It's iconic. We're very excited to get here. We had to take a boat across because the tide was in, so we did that. So you have to make sure you can have shoes you can easily take on and off. And we're sitting outside now. We're going to have a cocktail because the live music, the rock music, starts at 8 o'clock. This is our complimentary amuse-bouche. The paler one is a vegetable one, and the other one is a tuna and seafood one, and the sauce is beetroot. It's amazing.
A little more special than Cape Town Fish Restaurant.
This is their special.
Brilliant music. The band were fantastic.
That is true, the bands are amazing.
Yeah, so that's our top three.
Yeah.
And 1 and 2 is in Stone Town. 3 is the Rock restaurant.
So you need to consider the Rock, because an excursion may take you there for lunch. You would miss this wonderful evening, and you really need to stay.
So the Rock band are really good, and they're playing really classy rock like Sade.
One of the things I do is I am in search of the perfect tiramisu, which doesn't exist. I found it once in Austria in an ice cream shop. And this is pretty close to being perfect.
The Rock is all about the experience. Going across late at night on a boat, the music at 8 o'clock and dancing till midnight. All very well for me to say that, but how do we do that? Well, you do it by staying there, planning to stay for a day or two on this beach. Here's a house owned by a Dutchman who went on holiday 5 years ago and never left. He's built this incredible new facility, bought an old ship at auction and used the wood to make it look like it's been there 100 years.
We're in the restaurant that's over the road from the Rock, and we're just going to have a lunchtime cocktail.
Here's where I surprise you, because I'm going to make this joint number 3. We only had lunch here, but the food was fantastic.
Today's special, lobster and chips.
We gave the ocean a rest and had a local vegetarian salad. It was wonderful. You're going to meet 2 people who came here 5 years ago and never left. Maisie from Essex, who runs a hotel down the road. But first, let's meet Jupe.
Yeah.
This is the spare bed in the kitchen of one of the 6 apartments that Jupe rents out. This is the main bedroom, and here is the view you have from your balcony.
Fridge, pans if you want to make yourself something to eat in the middle of the night or whatever, or bake an egg or whatever. Coffee machine, real coffee.
6 beautiful apartments, but a great story, which we're going to hear. This is Job's apartment on the very top of the building, and this is the view he has out to sea. But more special is the view he wakes up to. Look at this.
Wow.
That's the view you wake up to.
Incredible.
Hold on. So you came here 5 years ago and stayed?
Yes.
Brilliant.
So do you have family?
Yeah. My ex-wife and my 3 grown-up kids and my grandsons, all in the Netherlands.
Do they come and visit you?
Of course.
Yeah.
But I traveled a lot, so everybody's used to it. And we go back to Holland like, I don't know, 3-4 times a year.
Right.
And then we actually stay with my daughter, with the grandchildren. So actually 2 weeks in the house. It's enough after 2 weeks. And
I bet the grandchildren love it here though.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And his place is called the View of Zanzibar.
Now we're here at this plush 5-star resort, the RIU. What do you think?
The food was lovely, but not as good as out of Africa. And it's kind of buffet style.
Yeah. It's like the buffet served to you by waiters.
Yeah. And actually, last night we had a lovely meal just in the buffet.
Yeah.
And I think that was my favourite meal that we've had here.
Zanzibar is an island, so fish is plentiful. The land seems to be fertile, fruit is in abundance, and vegetables are fresh daily. So wherever you stay in a resort, you are going to see this kind of quality of food. This is at 10 o'clock at night, and they are still replenishing the evening buffet. Absolutely incredible volumes of clean, fresh food. Zanzibar is a great place to eat. Now, drinking and cocktails.
We're in the Maru Hotel. Now, this is the size of my margarita. We're in happy hour, cocktail hour. This is Stuart's. Look at that.
It's happy hour.
While I'm holding my iPhone steady, the picture's not wobbling. This is the view of the skyline of Stone Town from the Maru Hotel, cocktail bar and restaurant. But for the best cocktail, we're going to head back to the East Coast, down from the rock, because although they've got the sugar and the fruit, the cocktails didn't always hit it. Here's where we found the best one. And here's where you're going to meet our second European, English girl Maisie, who came here 5 years ago, never left, and now manages this beautiful resort.
So we're in Baladin, which is a boutique hotel along the beachfront. And this is the first proper margarita I've had, including Stone Town, including the champagne bar, and including our hotel. It's gorgeous.
Top class. And what I like about it is the open kitchen. You can see what's going on and everything is kept spotless.
So I came on a holiday nearly 5 years ago and basically never ended up leaving. I've completely fallen in love. I met my husband here, fallen in love with the people, the culture, the work ethic, everything about Zanzibar, basically.
And you found a nice place to work, haven't you? Because
Definitely,
this
yeah.
Is gorgeous.
Try and cruise Africa.
We've just stopped in Dakar in Senegal. Isn't it funny how a port never looks how you expect it to? We're off to explore.
Some cruise companies specialize in cruising Africa. And if you can combine a cruise and a safari, that's absolute gold dust. The other time you'll find Africa on a cruise route is the World Cruise, returning home. Now they can't go through the Suez Canal, they travel around the bottom of Africa. But remember, the tip of Africa is near the Antarctic. Penguins live there and it's cold. And that time of the year, you will get caught out and need something to wear in the evening. Although, as you can see during the day, here in Dakar, people are wearing fairly light clothes. However, Walvis Bay we found to be very chilly, especially after the sun went down. So do join us for our little tour of Africa, the ports we've managed to go to on the east and the west, and please watch our film of Stone Town.
Cape Town is busy and buzzing day and night. When you leave the cruise terminal, just follow the yellow brick road.
We also have films on Senegal, Namibia, and Cape Verde.
If you want to venture to Robben Island, that's where you get the ferry. We're at the Time Out Market in Cape Town. It's not quite as big as the one in Lisbon, but it is just as buzzy, and it has great toilets if you're at the waterfront. We stopped at Kirstenbosch Botanical Gardens.
Also see our film on Robben Island. That's the prison island where Nelson Mandela was kept for many years of his sentence. Search Doris Visits Robben Island and enjoy cruising whilst at home. And if you've discovered our thrilling cruise novels, the best way to read all 10 is in the mega box set, because it's about the cost of one book. On Amazon, the CSCI mega box set.